From WCPO 90, it's a new day.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we are honored to be joined by an extraordinary woman whose journey has been nothing short of inspiring. She's a trailblazer who has broken barriers, built successful businesses, and dedicated herself to uplifting others along the way. Known for her compassion, unwavering faith, and strong ethical foundation, she has earned numerous accolades for her impactful work. Please welcome Miss Rosemary Oglesby-Henry, known as Ms. Rosemary to many. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for the invitation. I'm excited.
Now let's start by getting to know you a little bit better. Now you've had such an impressive journey. It's so inspiring. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a Cincinnati native. By way of Avondale and Evanston. I was a teen mom. I was an adult student that went back in my 30s to fulfill my education, to make sure that my children understood no matter what barriers get in your way, you stay the course. Put it in your head, put it in your heart, even put it on your refrigerator if you got to look at it every day, but stay the course. And then I went on to get my master's degree from Mount St. Joseph University. And from there, my life kind of changed. A person that was a 17-year post office employee and among other things and careers. But now I had started a journey to change the lives of other teen parents, and it was a calling. And after that, wrote a couple of books. Have been touring a little bit to try to connect different nonprofits across the globes and speak on education disparities. So just doing a lot of different things.
Yes, you've been everywhere. Now, there's usually one thing that sparks you. What was that one thing that was a pivotal moment in your life that said something needs to change?
I think the one thing that was pivotal was just how young people started to look at their futures. When my son was in school, his direction in school and the way that he approached school was very different. I'm like, how do you live in the same house and you're so very different? But you know, my daughter was a straight shooter, whereas I had to homeschool my son. I had to find different programs for him, and his outlook looked a lot different because he was a child of a different generation where he doesn't know DVDs. He knew violence, and he knew 911, and he knew all of these things. And so that was a huge pivot for me to say, if my son is going through this, now is the time to look at where's my teen parents, how can I step up to be able to help them and move forward, and how do I do that? The first thing is education, because education is the one thing they can't take from you.
Now let's shift gears and talk about your new program, P.E.T.A.L.S, Incorporated. It's making such a meaningful impact. What does P.E.T.A.L.S stand for?
Yes, so P.E.T.A.L.S is the parent company of all of the things that I do: parenting, education, technology, engineering, arts, leadership, and social determinants. Petals, like Rosemary, the blossom through the concrete, it starts with petals. And so it's a national movement to be able to educate people and young people in those fields, but above everything else, leadership, Christian values, family values. And so, again, I want to make that a global movement to be able to change the trajectory of all teen parents, but above that, just youth in general.
Awesome. Now, like you've already told us pretty much the mission and everything. So where's P.E.T.A.L.S located? Is it inside the Holloway House?
Yes, so P.E.T.A.L.S, no, it's not inside the Holloway House. No. Actually, we have a play center, P.E.T.A.L.S Incorporation, and then I have a home office as well. Okay. So because I also do master class trainings for people, so I call it educational leadership or educational and small business nonprofit training. Not a consultant, but a person. Again, I want to create leaders to be able to go out here, understand that nonprofit is a business you don't own, and then these leadership capacities so that leaders are supposed to teach other leaders to take people where they've never been. can.
Absolutely.
And that's very important to me.
Yeah.
And we do those concepts within Rosemary's Babies Company. We do those concepts in just general business. And that's what I try to do in life. I try to lead and teach others how to lead.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned your master class, and I wanted to talk to you about the master class. Where can people go to find the master class? When is it happening?
Yes, our next master class is in September.
Okay.
And I started doing the master classes as we were building our new facility, Holloway House. I had all of this knowledge around development and procedures and just so many things. And I called up the lady who was helping me, Elaine, and I'm like, hey, I need to do something. And when I get stressed out, walking isn't enough.
Yeah.
I've got to, I always say, take your pain and all your love and create a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to educate people and give that, you know, that work to people and that knowledge to people in an affordable way. And so I created a master class that says nonprofit is a business you don't own.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand I'm a founder first.
Yeah.
And when I created Rosemary's Babies Company, I wanted it to outlive me.
Absolutely. Well, that was a great plan. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about was I came across a quote from you that said, "The secret of living is giving." And you were talking a little bit about that, about giving back what you've learned and teaching others, basically through your masterclass. And what continues to inspire you to give so much of yourself to others?
Kindness costs us nothing, and love can change everything. And there were a lot of people in my life, and even this morning, that showed acts of kindness on days that might have been my darkest days. And they don't know that that can change the entire trajectory of your life, a moment that you spend with somebody. Yes. And I like to capture those moments because they help to keep me moving forward and not to get stuck in the solace of the day. Yeah. Because that's all it is a moment. And so when I'm in a downtrodden place, an act of kindness, not one to be repaid, sometimes not even one that the person knows that it's me, but just a genuine act of kindness to brighten somebody else's day helps me uplift mine.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here, Rosemary. Can you tell us one more time the website to go to find out more information about P.E.T.A.L.S Incorporated?
Yes, you can look up the P.E.T.A.L.S Incorporation.com, or you can call us at 513-290-5995, or just Google Rosemary Oglesby-Henry, and you can find me in multiple locations.
Absolutely. You hear that, guys. Just Google her name. You will find her everywhere for all the right reasons. I appreciate you taking your time out of your day.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Truly.